Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to This Week in Dioramas. I hope you had an awesome week. As always, we've got an awesome showcase lined up for you. We've got 15 amazing dioramas. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the showcase. All right, let's get episode 3's showcase on the road. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. If you don't have your coffee yet, let's go ahead and wait. How are you guys doing? I'm going to take a nice long pull of this. Ah, that is good, some good stuff. You think they're back? You think they're ready? All right, let's jump into today's showcase, starting off with Small Scala Kieran. This is a 1/75th scale miniature of Soundstage 16. It was commissioned by a friend of mine wanting to commemorate his time working at the studio. Oh, now that is awesome. That would be cool. That would be an awesome job. If I didn't just not want to live in California, that would be really cool to go work in Hollywood. It was immaculate, actually, and maybe some of the low moral caliber of some of the folks that are. So anyway, I like where I'm at. It was immaculately framed by the fine folks at Hollywood Historic Photos. Soundstage 16 on the Warner Brothers lot in Burbank was built in 1935. In the same year, raised 30 foot to accommodate a huge musical number. More recently, the stage has been used for countless cinematic classics like Jurassic Park, The Goonies. Gal, you know, I need to just go buy The Goonies and show my kids that one. That is a fun movie. My Fair Lady and Ghostbusters. This looks awesome. Now, when you first look at it, it looks pretty simple in the sense that, you know, it's a building with just one color, but it still is very cleanly done. It looks so good. And because it's so cleanly done and it can look simple and it looks awesome. I love the Warner Brothers symbol here. That is so cleanly done. I'm wondering if this is 3D printed or if you found this. It's got a nice like concaveness to it, which is awesome. And look up here, the vent. Dang, that looks good, dude. That looks really good. Love these little ribs here that are supporting the building. The door looks awesome. And then look at this little entrance here. It looks, I mean, you really scaled it so well. Dang, this looks awesome. Look at that. We got the fingers in here to show. And now when we look a little closer, look at the texture on that. That looks so good. The signage and everything just looks amazing. Wow, you did this amazingly well. I mean, holy cow. So 1/75th scale, this is a framed in piece to be up on a wall, and it just looks spectacular. I love the details that you've got around the door. God, oh, and you know what? Look at the extra little, we got some weathering with a little bit of dirt and whatnot from the wear and tear. God, this looks so good. Awesome job, and what a great commission. Next, coming from Mighty Kane, this is an absolutely amazing looking piece. He reached out to me via DM and was talking a little bit about the show, so Red Dwarf, and I still need to get back to you on a storage location. He was going to hook me up with an episode to be able to watch, because here in the United States, I don't really know where I would watch this in with any of the streaming services that I have. But this little ship-like thing alone really intrigues me, because if the ships look like this, it's kind of like a bug, it looks like to me, and it just looks so cool. I love the details. The paint apps look awesome. I love kind of that weathered look. It's got a bit of a dirty feel to it, and it just, wow, you just really nailed it. And then the photo itself is amazing looking. I love the lighting. The diorama behind it, of course, looks amazing. Just look at all the details throughout the diorama that's backing this thing up. Wow, this just looks so awesome. So be on the lookout for me, Craig, to reach out back to you. I may even have reached out to you before the episode goes live. Hopefully that is the case. Next, coming from Straw Cracker. I don't know that we've showcased anything from you before, so if this is your first showcase, welcome to the show. If not, welcome back. This is an oldie but a goodie. More diorama work coming soon. Good. We are looking forward to seeing it. This is a NECA Predator diorama piece. I'm always a sucker for Predator, and this looks awesome. Love the sign in front, but this water effect is just the bomb. It looks so good. I love that it's got a little bit of blue in with it. Here's my question. What did you use to create that water effect? Now, I don't think this is hot glue. It could be, but then with the hot glue, how are you getting in the blue? And look at how you've really got that water kind of bubbling and breaking with the waterfall, and it just looks so good. And then you've got the Predator in the water, and you can actually see the water is going around him. God, this is just great detail. We got Dutch here standing over and his little campfire thing. God dang, dude, this is awesome. And look how big that is. That is a really nicely sized piece. So if this is NECA, you know that this guy's about 7 inches. So let's say he's almost 7. So 7, 1, 2, 3-ish, 4, almost 5. So almost 30 to 35 inches tall. Dang, that's huge. What an amazing looking piece. I love the stone. I just love every little bit of this. He's got a little video. I don't know if this, okay, it will play. Yes. God, dude, you just nailed it. Now I've got ideas. And I don't need ideas. I've already got too many things that I need to get done. Oh, but this is awesome. Look at the little backdrop there. Wow. Awesome job, dude. Next, coming from Mr. Spriken. This is finished up my first stab at a subway platform dio. Was fun to build and learned a ton while making it. That is all we're ever looking for. Have fun and learn. And you know what? Every once in a while, maybe make a little bit of money if you can. This is an awesome looking piece. I love these subway dioramas. You guys keep nailing it every single time. The tile looks awesome. I love the fact that you've got a bit of a gloss look to it. Those subway tiles, they're very shiny, and to be able to replicate that is always important. The little blue accent tiles also are just looking so good. These dioramas where you've got multiple walls to get different depths really make these pieces just stand out. I love how you framed it in up at the top with the pipes coming around and all of the signage. Just, God, dude, you really nailed this one. We've got the steps going up to the, the upper world. We're in the underworld. Look at that, little lights there. God, this just looks so awesome. It's going to be great for photography. Awesome to be able to put up on your shelf, whatever you're going to do with it, or whoever is going to do something with it has got to just, oh man, this is so good. Look at that. The map with the what do you call it? The subway paths. I can't think. But this, wow, dude, you nailed it. 100%. Awesome. This next one coming from 78 points of articulation, castle door diorama, DM for pricing. Now this guy does a lot of work. I've seen lots of it, and he posts a fair amount. So it was difficult to choose which one am I gonna actually showcase in this episode. I chose this one. I love the way that you presented it. It looks like it's coming from a brochure, and I don't know, I just really appreciated that. I like that you've got the scale sizes here, which is awesome. 12.5 inches tall, 13 inches wide. That is a great touch. And then we've got the details here, which is awesome. It's basically like you're buying something from the store, and the way that it looks so good that yeah, you could be getting this from a store, except it looks better than what you'd get at the store. The paint apps are awesome looking. I love the little bits of extra paint detail that you've got throughout, and then the cracks and these accent little rune type designs on here really just bring this thing and make it pop. Wow, it looks so good. Look at that. Dang, dude, this is awesome. It'd be great with Mythic Legions figures, but really it could be any other type of figures that would stand up with this. Love these little pieces here, these little pedestals. Looks like those you can either put on or off, which is also nice to have extra options. Same with these little pieces here. What is this? This is an archer's stake. And this is an archer's barricade. God, you really just thought of everything. It's so cool. Wait, what's this? So this is a monument with a map pillar. That is so awesome. God, the creativity from you guys is it's just awesome. So great job on this. Next, coming from Spartan X1, J-Tank. Not sure if we've ever showcased you before either. So likewise, welcome or welcome back. And this piece, I think it's just one. Yeah, I think it's just one picture, but it looks to be almost like it's two pieces that could be put together or pulled apart. And it looks awesome. I love all of the details on here. The brick looks awesome. You can see there's lots of bullet holes. So this place has seen some action. We've got some stonework down around here, which also looks so good. You really did a great job with all of this. The wall, I love it. We've got these timbers coming through. So this must be somewhere, I believe in the Middle East, maybe Africa, for what it's meant to be. Let's actually go through some of these, see if there's anything that's going to tell us. So it's probably for G.I. Joe they've tagged. Not sure, but I am sure it looks awesome. So great job. Here we've got a dio coming from, what is this? Mafmism, M-A-F-M. Let's see. Totally handmade miniature by M-A-F-M double. Okay, what's this? At D1 New York City on okay, I'm not sure what all we're saying here, but this little dio is pretty cool. It's very small. You can see with the hand in there how small this thing is. Looks to be some sort of garage of some sort in some urban area. Not really sure where. Let's see. So maybe it's New York City. I'm not sure. We got a little sidewalk. I do really like the way that you've kind of framed it in here with the black, and then you've got your little logo there, and then a little bit of a red accent on the bottom. That actually is really cool. I like that. And then you've kind of framed it in all the way around as well. The brickwork looks really nice, kind of like an old whitewash look to it. There's some nice weathering throughout, some really nice looking graffiti. Really digging on the way that this turned out. So let's go. This is the original reference. And let's go back. You really did a good job. You did a good job matching it up. You got the brick on the side here with the mortar. Looks really good. I think you just did a really nice job. I like this picture with the white background. That really makes it pop. This just turned out really nice. And then if you notice, there's a little bit of the skyline here. And then you can see some power lines were painted in to give that full effect of the city. I think this looks really cool, so great job. This one's coming from DJ's Dioramas, 1/12 scale back alley diorama warehouse, and this thing is pretty awesome. I love all of the different angles and the depths that you've got here with this little shipping receiving area, and then you've got a little bit of like an alley kind of loading dock area, and then you've got a bunch of other cool stuff, some nice space that you can display your figures, take some action figure photography with this. This just looks great. I love the lighting that you've got up here, some nice yellow lights, and then a couple of the lights right here. Windows look awesome. This just really turned out very nicely. I'm very impressed with it. The brickwork, really nice and clean. The only thing that could be added is maybe a little more weathering and some more graffiti. I'd love to see more graffiti, but otherwise, I mean, it still looks amazing. And you've got a little bit of graffiti right down here. That's the main reason that I'm looking for. I want to see more graffiti. If there's one tag, there's probably going to be more. That's just kind of the way that it seems to be out in the real world. I'm pretty sure there's a few more pictures on his profile. I'll wind up going checking it out to see if there are more. But dude, this thing looks awesome. Next, coming from Cold Blooded Creations. I don't think we've ever showcased anything from you before. We're back at it, so welcome to the show, or welcome back. Either way, this looks really cool. So let's see. My Aliens vs. Predator Jungle Temple Ruins diorama display made for figures 5 to 7 inches. This was a lot of fun to work on, and it will be available on my Etsy store once it reopens next month. I gotta say, this thing looks really good. I'm really impressed with the way that this turned out. Digging on the lighting that you've got here. It just, yeah, really turned out very nice. I like the paint apps on your stonework. That just looks so nice. The sculpt work throughout, you can see some runes and whatnot, some little, they kind of look like face huggers right here. And then we've got a predator face sculpted into the wall. This just looks really good. I think you did a great job on this piece. And I really like the black background. Now, I think you probably cut this out, Photoshop or something, and it's not a big deal. It's a great idea to really make your Dio pop. I feel like this might be some of your original backdrop, because I noticed it on this other picture as well. That didn't get cut out. It's tough when you're trying to cut out a background, but you really did a good job with the rest of it, and I would never have noticed, and nobody else would have if I hadn't just blabbed and brought it up. So apologies for that. This just looks awesome. I love the vines that you've got growing around here. It looks so good, dude. This next one is coming from Foamaholic Hustlers. Let's see, a 1/18th diorama. This thing is sold. Let's see, we got a couple of pictures here. I really like the lighting on this. It's got a bit of a softness to it. Not sure if it missed focus a little bit back in here, but it looks really good what you've got going on here. Let's go through some of these pictures and see if there's any different lighting. I'd love to see this in the daylight, just to see the details of the dio. But the ground here, that looks awesome. I love the texture that you've got on the asphalt, and then the sidewalk here, some nice little moss grasses growing in. You can see some cracks in here, some nice weathering up on the wall. Let's back in a little bit more. See this little storm drainage thing? There's a little drip of something, which is a nice touch. And then you can see out of focus here is a little bit of debris or something that has kind of, fallen down. The door, look at that. That looks so good. The way that that's kind of broken out. Dude, this looks really, really good. I'll have to go check out your profile to see if there isn't a daylight version so that we can really see the details on here. But yeah, I like the lighting. I like the way that this turned out. Next up, coming from Figures and Photography, and I gotta say, this thing just looks like a masterpiece. It is so good. So what do we got? Another go at the 1/12 scale Derelict house diorama with real carpet, real wood floorboards, and fabric curtains. Another joint project with my girl who has enjoyed her first fully from scratch dio build and worked with me tirelessly through all the headaches and hard work to knock this up in a couple of days. Had an awesome environmental accessory. We have some awesome environmental accessories on the way, including a grandfather clock to add even more spookiness to this piece. I think that's really cool that you can be working with somebody on a piece like this. That just makes it that much more fun to be able to collaborate together on a piece like that. And it's always fun to see when you guys do that sort of thing, especially when it is a loved one. This piece just looks absolutely incredible. I love the wallpaper, the wooden slats that are showing underneath, the little bit of weathering that you've got on the wallpaper to give it that old and aging feel to it. The wainscot here looks amazing. And again, you kept going with the weathering. This looks nice and old and nasty and unkept, and it just really, really works. This carpet looks awesome. Again, you weathered it perfectly. It just, dang, everything looks awesome. And the fact that you've got a little bit of the old wood floor showing underneath is just another aspect of this that just brings it all together. I'm just really impressed with the way that you guys did this. It is execution perfection, I think, in my book. So great job on this. I hope that you will tag it with the hashtag thisweekindioramas when you do get those accessories, because I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what those additional accessories are going to look like in this diorama. Great job, you guys. Next, coming from Masayuki Haga. It's a 1/15th miniature dollhouse, and this is just incredible looking. Now, there's not a lot of other details in here that I can read, but I'm pretty confident this is handmade And it's just wow. Look at this. The detail work, the paint work on here. The bricks look amazing. The wires. You've got a little laundry clothesline going across here. That just looks incredible. All of this is just absolutely amazing. There's so much going on. We've got the canal with the little boat. Wow. The water looks so realistic. Dang. This is absolutely epic. I mean, it looks real. It really looks real. I feel like I'm getting punked because of how realistic this looks, aside from the hand being in there, but I suppose that could be photoshopped in there. But wow. God dang, that's so good looking. Absolutely amazing. Next, coming from Henry715, added some final touches. I believe this is a video. Yep, let's watch this. So this is a modular piece, throwing together sidewalk. I mean, if you look closely at that sidewalk, it looks so realistic. The walls look amazing. I mean, this is just an absolute workshop on what you want a diorama to look like, especially for action figure photography. This is just chock full of details. I love the paint apps, the brickwork, all of it just comes together to look absolutely stunning. I mean, this is amazing. The graffiti, wow. This guy knows what he is doing. He's got impeccable skill. Look at it. You can see on the concrete, you can see where there's some like water staining. Dang, dude, this is absolutely amazing. I love it. This is just so good. So great job on that. Next, coming from Yoden Dioramas. Let's see, new diorama. Let's see if we can get a translation. New diorama made for Fenrir and Jing. I'm not sure who those people are, but this looks cool. So I love Yoden's paint apps. It's always so unique. It has just this kind of fantasy feel to it. It has like an ethereal feel to it with the look. These icicles just are amazing looking. I love it. The paint apps are so good on this. You just nail it every single time. It's always so unique and so different from what we tend to see. I love the colors, kind of this tealish blue, greenish, sea green, whatever colors, and they really just work very, very well with this piece. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so cool looking. So great job. And then last but not least, coming from Nimai Customs, this is a Jungle Vibes Dio. Really digging on this. I like the diversity of all of the different plant life that you've got in this piece. It is very nice to see that kind of extra mile with the different styles or types of plants. The stonework looks really nice. Let's go to the next picture. This shows a really cool looking column that has some great moss growing up and along it, and the paint apps on there really have a cool touch to it. This back wall has a really cool weathering kind of pattern to it, so that you can see that right in the grooves there's water damage and whatnot that's been accumulating. Just a really cool looking diorama piece. I'm pretty confident if I went onto your profile, I'll probably see some wider shots. This was the one that I happened to grab because it was in my feed. So I'll be going and checking out some more profiles. You guys should definitely be doing that as well. Make sure you are following the hashtag thisweekindioramas on Instagram. Make sure you're also using the hashtag when you post your diorama pictures to Instagram. And thank you everybody who participated this week. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification. If you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram, tag them with the hashtag thisweekindioramas. Gives me the best chance to be able to find your work on Instagram and possibly showcase it in a future episode. Keep on building. Keep pushing yourself beyond what you think you might be able to do. You never know. You might surprise yourself and create yourself a new epic piece of art that you can either sell or put up on your shelf. Cheers, everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Don't die if you try, you just buy. Get a little bit of trouble, K-N-I-F-E.